Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of February 14th. This week, we are just going to jump right in here, Leo, as always, and we are just going to see what comes up for you at this time, and that'll be that. There will be a part 2 to this reading, and that'll be linked up in the pinned comment down below, so make sure to check out part 2. But Leo, this looks very good already. You have the Ace of Swords, the Star, the Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers here. So really, really nice reading so far is what I would say to you. Your last row is super important, I would say. It says learn from the past, and that is going to be, and the cards here are just like blowing my mind. So that's going to be important for you, but we'll start here. You start off with this building blocks card. I love this card. You're like the second sign that's had this card this week as well. She is like being lifted up by those blocks that are falling into place here. And I kind of feel that energy for you. I'm pretty sure in one of your recent readings as well, I was saying something about how it's almost like, things are falling into place. Things are coming together. It's like you're getting the big picture of a situation. And you have the Star here. And we'll talk about this in a minute, but the Star can represent the big picture. It can say that you're finally seeing like why things in your life have to go a certain way or why they had to go a certain way. This can be very beneficial for forward movement, forward progress, and also based off your last row, it can be critical for avoiding future mistakes. It's like, if you just pay attention to the things you went through, it's like everything in the future is going to be, similar, and it's kind of, important to pay attention to that stuff. But I really feel like you're kind of like building up to something here. You have the High Priestess. You always have the High Priestess in your readings, the Six of Pentacles and the Lovers. I really feel that the High Priestess is like your best friend and your worst enemy in a lot of ways. I feel like this is just an energy for you, Leo. The reason I say that is because the reason I say she's maybe your enemy is because she just represents potential. She just represents the opportunity to do something or have something or to create something in your life. There's no roof over her head, and that's what really stands out to me for you, Leo. And I feel like it's saying that, I feel like you realize that something has a lot of potential in your life. Could be a relationship, it could be a business, could be something that you've been dreaming of. And I feel like you see the potential, but it's like kind of like building it, creating it is maybe the challenge. Because again, she sees the potential in everything, but she's a card of no action. She needs to take action. She needs to start building something. But maybe she could also be worrying. She could be saying, what if it doesn't work or whatever, even though she really does see the beginning, middle, and end of a situation. Six of Pentacles is your answer. I literally said to someone else that Six of Pentacles is basically everyone's answer right now. I feel like if you put energy into something and you get a return on that energy, then keep moving in that direction. If you put energy into a situation and you're not getting energy back, stop. Plain and simple. I know it sounds obvious, but again, sometimes I think we ignore obvious answers in life. I do. It's like, sometimes I think if something is like equal give and take, I'm not saying like, perfectly equal, but could be anything, a job, business, or whatever. We're like, there's no way it can be this easy. Like, when is the bad thing going to happen? Number one, we need to stop that type of thinking. Number two, right now, I literally feel like if you're putting energy into anything and you're getting energy back, keep moving forward with whatever it is. That is the universe giving you confirmation that you're moving in the right direction. Again, I talk to people a lot, that are like starting businesses, for example, and a lot of them will be successful. Their business is going great, and they're worried like, when is this going to end? I'm always like, stop. It's like things are moving forward. What you're doing is working. Just keep doing it, right? Just keep moving forward. It doesn't matter. Same thing in relationships. It's like, I think we get into relationships, we're like, when is this person going to cheat on me? When is this person going to leave me? When is this person going to... Stop. It's like, if things are working, just keep focusing on that. Keep focusing on the good stuff. Keep focusing on the fact that what's working right now is working, and that's all you need to know, right? You have the Lovers here, and the Lovers is just a good card to love. So I do feel like there could be love coming in for you if you don't already have it. Could be an air sign. Could be any sign. You have a lot of air here, though, so it wouldn't really surprise me. And for the past couple weeks, I feel like you've had a lot of air. If you don't want love, this to me can just be a choice. The Lovers is and was traditionally a card of the crossroads, being at having a choice to make in your life. Your choice is very simple, Leo. It is this right here. You have this going forward card, and I do believe that this card is more talking about a new path. The reason I say that is because there's a sunrise back here And so I feel like the sun is coming up. Something's getting your attention. I have like a clue to me in readings is that the sun to me represents attention. Doesn't matter if it comes up in the tarot or if it comes up here. You actually have the sun several times here in this reading. Lovers. You could even say that on the back of the Temperance card is the sun as well. And what I feel like is happening is that there could be something that's getting your attention. I feel like it feels a little bit too good to be true with the Star card. And I feel like your solution is Six of Pentacles. It's like, yes, maybe there's a situation that is too good to be true. Six of Pentacles says keep progressing. It's like, as long as you're making progress, just keep moving forward and, kind of go from there. It's like I like to remind people, again, in business, it's like, because again, I work with a lot of business people, and what I would say to those business people is a lot of them are like, they're like worrying about things like, what if the business stops? What if I stop making money? I'm like, okay, but like you're making money right now, right? So it's like, make as much as you freaking can right now so that if you do lose it in the future, then you have a bunch of money and you could just start something else. It's like you're worrying about something that just doesn't matter right now, right? And I kind of I'm not calling you out here, but I'm kind of getting that feeling for you here, Leo, where it's like there could be a concern. I'm not saying it's money. It could be about business, because I keep feeling like I need to talk about that. Could be about career. Could also be about a relationship. But again, I feel like you're worrying about something where it's like you're getting a bunch of abundance from something. It's like soak up that abundance is what this reading is encouraging you to do. You have the Ace of Swords, the Temperance, and the Star card. So again, I do feel like there's a victory coming in for you with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords, there are mountains on this card, but the sword is above the mountains. It basically says you will always be able to easily overcome any future challenges or anything that comes your way. So like another card that I feel like is saying, let go of the worries, let go of the fears. Things are going very, very well for you. There's also that crown at the top of the sword. And crowns kind of represent achievements. So I do feel like there could be some sort of achievement coming in for you. The Temperance card, is about turning a negative into a positive, or you could turn a positive into a negative with the Temperance card as well if you wanted to, I guess. But there is this path right here. That right there is the path to glory, to that crown. So I feel there's something really, really good that you could be accomplishing in the near future, something that you're working towards. But I feel like you need to realize that you deserve it in a lot of ways as well. Just like the feeling I get in this reading is, again, this energy of like pushing something away. So I'd say don't do that. You have the Star. The Star is wish, hope, dream, renewal. Star is a very good card, so I feel like there's a wish coming in for you. Again, I feel like you're kind of like seeing the big picture as well. There's this bird, this ibis right here in the back of the Star, and it represents seeing the big picture, seeing, kind of everything that's happening. And the High Priestess is also a big picture card. Again, I feel like you're seeing everything that could happen, might happen, will happen in a situation. I feel like that's kind of good, kind of bad, because again, if you see everything that's happening, it's like it means you're going to be prepared. I think the negative side of it is that if you see everything that could happen, it's like there are a bunch of negatives that could happen. There's always negatives that could happen with everything in life, right? And so what I would say here is, it's like, I just wouldn't focus on that side of things, is what I would say to you, in a lot of ways. I always get these comments from people that are always like, that talk about how I talk about, needing to focus on the positive. And they always say something about like all these bad things that could happen and that have happened to them. I'm like, well, bad things happen to everybody. Number one, that's just part of life, right? Number one. And I personally choose to only focus on the positive, right? I try to, control my vibration and stay on the positive side of things. And I don't know, it's worked for me so far, and it's free. So it's like, yeah, someone could always cheat on you in love. Your business could always go under. These are these are things that happen to everyone and could always happen. And it's like, so why focus on it? What does it do for you other than, I don't know, to me, it's mental masturbation, just constantly worrying about things. It kind of feels good because you're worrying about it, but you're not actually doing anything about it. So I would focus on the positive here with this reading. And it seems to be a major focus of your reading for whatever reason. You have this Elephant spirit. It says, learn from the past. So again, I wouldn't focus on the negatives, but I would just pay attention to things that have happened in the past. Again, I feel like this row is very important for you because, I said that at the beginning of the reading, and you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Swords here. It's kind of like, I feel like you just need to pay attention to the warning signs. It's actually a card of luck as well. So I do feel like there's a lot of luck coming in for you here. You have the Queen of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Seven of Swords here. I actually feel the Seven of Swords is the most important card here. It's almost like there's going to be a repeat situation, Wheel of Fortune, right? Something coming back around. I don't really feel like it's a person necessarily. I don't feel like it's a, repeat relationship situation or anything like that, Leo. But I do feel like there could be a repeat situation. It's almost like a second chance coming in for you where you're going to be able to do things differently. Seven of Swords can be lying, cheating, stealing, but that's like the easy version of the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is really a card of tactics. He is stealing those swords from this army that's in the background here. It's like he's going to war, but in a different way. This is like the most important part of your reading. If you're getting a second chance at something, I feel like this is saying, do things differently this time. So it's like, maybe you had a good relationship in the past. Maybe you messed it up. Again, not calling you out. We've all done it, right? Again, sometimes, I feel like people feel like I'm calling them out. They leave based off the comments. I'm like, I'm not calling you out. I've done it. You've done it. We've all done it. Who cares, right? What I would say here is that this is saying something good is coming in for you. Don't mess it up this time, right? Do things differently. Seven of Swords is about tactics. It's about handling something with care as well. Think about it. He's carrying 7 swords by their tips, Leo. Bad idea, number one. Number two, if you were to do that, you would have to be very, very careful. So it seems to me like there is a very special opportunity coming in for you at this time. Big picture opportunity, High Priestess star, and it's something you're going to have to handle with care. It's something you're going to have to be very tactical about with that Seven of Swords. I feel like it's something you're going to have to take your time with. But this time you see things clearly. Queen of Swords, the clouds are only halfway up her body. So if you're getting like what seems like a second chance, if you have a big opportunity that you feel like you lost in the past coming back around, again, it could be in love, business, spirituality, or health, or whatever. I feel like this is saying, this time, you're going to do things differently, and you need to do things differently. You need to try different things, because that's what's going to lead to success. Pretty simple, Leo. So thank you for being here. Part 2 is linked up down below in the pinned comment.